We are Ravaged, and you're listening to the Metal Therapy. Hello everybody, this is Nick and Neil from Ravaged. We've been a band since 2001, when we were really young, about 15 and 16 years old. When me and the guitarist Rob Gillard met, we've been together ever since. We came up with the name, I was watching Gladiator, the movie with Russell Crowe. And he says, something about your wife moaned like a whore when they ravaged her again and again. And I just thought of Ravaged. Why not? We've been a band for a long time. We had ambitions, of course, but we didn't understand anything about the business. You know, we were just in search for a record deal, like so many others. We know a lot more now about how the business works, and that you don't really need a record deal these days. Our bass player has been with us since 2011, I think, and the drummer since 2014. And this is the best lineup we've ever had. We've had a few members come and go. We're from Sweden, from a small town called Trollhättan, pretty close to Gothenburg. And the four of us all live there, so it's very easy to come together for rehearsals and other stuff. So it wasn't until 2013 that we actually started to record our first true album, if you wish. Although it's not really an album, maybe it's more of an EP. That line is very blurry nowadays, of course, because you can release 1 song, 2 songs, 5 songs, 20 songs, and there's no difference in cost if you do it digital. And, you know, we've had the philosophy for all our releases so far that quality over quantity. You don't need 8 or 10 tracks. So we decided we release, you know, somewhere between 5 and 7, maybe 8 as a bonus track. So we actually released the first one, 2013, Scream It Out, 5 songs. You know, we got some really good reviews. So we decided to quickly make another one. So in the coming year, 2014, we released Master, another release with 5 songs, which, you know, was even more well received. The second track on that release, Master, is by many fans regarded as our best song. And now in 2016 we released Volume 3, our third album or release, with a much better production. And we do everything ourselves. We produce it ourselves, we record it ourselves, we mix it ourselves, and we master it ourselves. And currently we're recording our fourth one, which will have 7 songs at least, and maybe 1 or 2 bonus tracks. We're not sure about that. The last couple of years have been really good for us when it comes to doing shows. We got more and more to do. Still within Sweden, we have a few places where we play quite regularly in town. But we're spread out. We spread out very much. We're gonna play in Stockholm in February. We're gonna do a little tour of Germany and maybe Austria with another band from town in the spring. Now the kind of music that we play is something we call power heavy rock and roll. You could say it's it's a little bit of power metal, a little bit of heavy metal, and a whole lot of rock and roll. There are very many different kind of influences and styles in the music, all within hard rock, of course. And our influences, just to name a few, because there's a lot. We have a very diverse taste in music, and it's different for all the members. But you know all the classics, of course: Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Motley Crue, Manowar. Of course, Manowar is big band for all of us. We have a very wide spectrum of influences when it comes to the songwriting. We write songs that are very, very different from each other many times. And some would say that's a weakness because we can't find our style, perhaps. But we say it's probably our biggest strength because we can always surprise you. And we don't fall into that trap of writing the same song over and over again, which unfortunately has happened to so many bands. So things are going really well for Ravaged, and we're gonna do the best we can to come to your town and blow your fucking head off with some power heavy rock and roll from Sweden.